season, trying to pull the upset, looking for their first top 10 win since 2009. Started the fourth quarter up 17-10.
In that stat, they've always been behind in the fourth.
Yeah.
Always playing catch-up.
The quarter begins with a second down run play. Adam Hine over the right side of that line has a first down to the 32 on a pickup of 8.
Physicality of the BYU team right now, offensively and defensively, starting to wear on that speed of UCLA. We saw early in the game the pressure. Tack McKinley and Deion Hollins were able to get off the edge. Now they're running the ball so effectively, those guys can't rush as fast upfield. They create running lanes for the offense.
We saw Hollins when things were going well, able to tee off. Ball right by Matthews, the left tackle. Not lately. Bingo. Sideline. He wasn't ready for it. Second down.
Just trying to run a wheel route up the sideline. Hine not turning around looking for it. Mangum wanted to throw a back shoulder. You can see Hine coming back down up the field. Jayon Brown trying to catch him in coverage. A good idea by Tanner Mangum, but something that it just takes more time, and especially in training camp, the offseason, to work on with your wide receivers and running backs.
It's his first incompletion of the second half. They get it in space to Jurgens. He's got 5, making it a manageable third down. Miles Jack with a stop. And a big play coming here.
Huge play. We'll see if defensive coordinator Tom Bradley wants to try to pressure Mangum. He can be so dangerous getting outside the pocket and creating with his legs and throwing downfield. They want to, if anything, try to keep him contained. So we'll see him trying to kind of pressure or rush he brings.
Fisher looked like might have gotten there a bit early on Mitch Matthews, but no flag, and it's fourth down.
Yeah, you can see BYU wants to work on the redshirt freshman Fisher. Looks like he got there at the right time.
And it was Blackman, beg your pardon. They bring Sampson out for the field goal from 45 yards, which would match his career long. For a 2-score lead. Got it. Sampson matches a career long. And BYU now leads by 10. Check out the Rose Bowl 2 weeks ago. This is our first Rose Bowl under the lights experience.
Yeah.
Pretty good, huh?
Unbelievable. I mean, just as scenic as you'll get in college football. What a tremendous atmosphere. 2 top 20 teams right now in the AP poll, battling it out, trying to stay in contention in hopes for eventually being in the conversation for the college football playoff.
Short kick that Fuller takes at the 8. Good return for Fuller across the 30. And so Josh Rosen comes back out, not his sharpest night, 8 for 20, 73 yards and 3 picks, but still plenty of time to change how we remember this game.
No need to panic. Still keep running the football, staying balanced, taking those easy short completions. Just give your confidence back from Josh Rosen.
Drive starts from the 32 with a Perkins run. Steps away from Piccola. And Perkins down the sideline inside the 40. There have been times tonight where it seemed like UCLA desperately needed Perkins, and each time he's been there.
Yeah, if you're BYU right now, you've got to be able to tackle in space. Piccola had Perkins at the edge of the line of scrimmage, but Perkins too tough. Breaking the tackle and getting upfield for the additional yards.
In the flats to Mossy Johnson. And one play after having a key block, Peyton can get his man. As we go back to that 33-yard run.
Yeah, Piccola's going to be on the edge. He tries to eventually They have to maintain their gap integrity, and what's happening right now is the teams in the defense. Paul Perkins is too good, and he finds them.
Turn what should have been no gain into a gain of 4.
Again, tackling is key versus this UCLA offense. They do a nice job of spreading the field and putting defenses in the bind of making guys have to tackle in space. So that's very difficult versus this talented cast of wide receivers and weapons for UCLA.
You see BYU having a roll bodies in and out. Rosen thrown in, end zone, touchdown! It's Jordan Payton on a perfect throw from the freshman.
Rosen does a tremendous job of giving a little pump and throwing a corner of the end zone. You know, BYU used a post corner on UCLA earlier. UCLA says, that's not too bad. Why don't I try using that, huh?
Just what the doctor ordered for UCLA there on that drive. A quick score.
What a way to respond for Josh Rosen. That's how you fight your way out of it. When you're in a funk, things aren't going well. Just keep throwing. You keep fighting through it.
Did you see Jim Mora's reaction?
Illegal substitution. Defense. 12-minute formation. The penalties decline.
Big smile. Green is back coming off of the field.
That's what you want to see from a true freshman. See him work his way out of it. He's had some help with Paul Perkins and the offensive line giving him protection on that particular play.
Maybe Fairbairn's extra point makes it a 3-point game. UCLA with its best drive of the night, perhaps the best throw of the night, comes from Josh Rosen to Jordan Payton for a touchdown, and it's 20-17 in front of those students in the corner. Return to school on Monday.
Let's take a look at that last touchdown. UCLA puts 3 wide receivers into the short side of the field. Now there's all this room for Jordan Payton working on Micah Henneman. He's going to steal this little post corner that BYU scored on earlier with Mitch Matthews. UCLA comes back and says, we can do it too.
5 plays, 68 yards. And Payton pays it off with a touchdown catch. Paul Perkins, by the way, we mentioned 208 yards. Now that's a new career high. And on a night where the passing game has not been able to carry UCLA, Perkins has to keep them in this game. Let's take a look at the Nissan Heisman watch now. Never too early, right?
Yeah, no, never too early. I mean, and Leonard Fournette, one of the guys that really burst on the scene, had a tremendous true freshman year, but this year, again, carrying his team. He had 19 carries, 220 yards, and 3 TDs. Connor Cook, 4 TDs. Trevon Boykin, 5 TDs. A lot of guys put up a ton of numbers as they march their teams towards the college football playoff. And what's really most important is their teams staying in contention. As teams start losing and get knocked off, that's when you start seeing some of these guys fall to the wayside for the Heisman.
Tanner Mangum was in Stuart Mandel's Heisman watch this week, our college football insider. He throws quickly and hit it out of the hands of his intended receiver, Kurt Henderson. First time he's been targeted. Randall Goforth was there quickly, second down.
Yeah, not quite as much experience for Kurt Henderson, and just tries to get upfield before he catches the ball and brings it all the way in. Goforth with a big hit. Boy, he is physical.
Missed most of last year with a pair of shoulder injuries. Second down, quick throw underneath. And this one is pulled in for a gain of 5 for Matthews. It's third down, and here comes his Rose Bowl crowd. First down. Great fill in the pocket from Tanner Mangum to extend the drive.
And it's incredibly smart. smart. UCLA is playing what's called cover 5. They've got man under, and the safeties are playing a 2-deep zone over top. That means no one's responsible for the quarterback, and Tanner Mangum rushes for the first down. Tremendous job by the freshman quarterback, if you can call him that.
Yeah, he says he doesn't feel like it. 22 years old at his birthday last week. Hadn't played football in 4 years before taking over in the opener for the injured Taysom Hill. Gray-shirted for a fall after finishing his high school career in 2011, then played spring ball in 2012 before going on that 2-year mission to Chile and returning this June. Taking over the starting job a couple of weeks ago, and you talk about a guy's life changing in the blink of an eye.
And he feels like he really grew to appreciate the opportunity and really how gifted he was with the lifestyle and everything that he's had compared to where he was in Chile.
Nick Carter hits 3. Deion Hollins with a tackle, and once again, BYU looks at a third down.
Pass rush for UCLA has really slowed down in the second half. Zach McKinley, Deion Hollins, they haven't been getting home quite as much. Credit the BYU offensive line, the big boys up front, for keeping Tanner clean.
They've converted one third down on this drive. They've converted another. Taron Houck with a first down into UCLA territory. And Mangum in rhythm like he's not been before.
We talked about it before the game. He just wanted to do his job. And it starts with figuring out what his assignment is, his cues, and executing his read. Right now, UCLA's playing too soft, hoping that Tanner's going to throw something up to him in order to allow them to get a turnover. But right now, he is executing at a high level.
And trying to put together a demoralizing drive here. UCLA's defense, 2 opportunities to get off of the field. They've not been able to. Strong arm throw, Sales Matthews with the coverage from Goforth. Second down.
UCLA not afraid to put Randall Goforth out there in coverage on some of the BYU wide receivers. Mitch Matthews is tall, but not quite that tall. Couldn't bring it down.
They're forced to, right? I mean, Moreau's hurt. Ishmael Adams not with the team right now. Away because of issues with the law. UCLA's defense come up with a stop.
It's going to be tough. I don't see Marcos Rios, their other quarterback, out there in the field right now. That's why you see Randall Goforth playing corner at this point. A thin secondary right now. Have to play soft coverage because they don't want to get beat deep trying to make BYU hurt the hard way.
Here comes Hollins. He got rid of it. First down. Matthews to the 31. Got rid of it in the nick of time for 14 yards. Another third down conversion.
Absolutely incredible job by Tanner Mangum. Every single time on third down, he comes through. The guy was the backup coming into this season. The completely style of offense and identity, except for Taysom Hill, and now he's really taken over this team. Become the leader.
Keeps the feet turning for a few. Back to the third down conversion of this drive.
Mangum's going to boot to his left, which is pretty difficult for most right-handed quarterbacks, but he gets square enough to throw an absolute laser. The big Mitch Matthews secures the catch in the first down.
BYU really struggled on third down during the first half. Different story in the second half. Second and 8, play action. Mangum has it knocked down. Feel like a broken record. Third down.
Yeah. Looked like Kenny Clark got a hand on it. First time we've really heard Kenny Clark all game.
What do you do for UCLA to come up with a stop?
Well, and that's the hard right now is you don't have the guys on the back end to really cover down on man-to-man coverage. So I think Tom Brown, the defensive coordinator for UCLA, is thinking we got to play a soft zone, trying to make him earn it the hard way. Too many holes right now. It's Randall Goforth, number 3 up top. He's a safety.
And he gives up 6 inches to Matthews. off for a first down. How about Mangum getting through his progression?
He gets through the progression, but he's got the arm strength to throw from the opposite hash all the way to the outside of the sideline for the first down. Absolutely incredible.
Another fresh set of downs. Mangum tucks it and takes off. Understanding his value to this team. Slides for the gain of 2. Second down coming up.
The biggest key for BYU right now is to come away with points on this drive. Obviously, you want a touchdown, but if you can't, get a field goal and force UCLA to have to go the distance to get in the end zone on an ensuing drive. Mangum with a smart play, just getting down and trying to get an extra yard.
Knocked down, back into his hands. The kid's charmed.
He's just so poised, so calm. Nothing's moving too fast for him. And it's incredible to think about the journey he's been on the past few months. It's hard as a quarterback to tell you to bat it down sometimes, but it's natural reaction. He gets hit right back to you. You want to catch it. Too many guys complete balls to themselves. No.
Multi-talented. Third down and 5. They converted all 4 third downs on this run. Not gonna get it this time. J.R. Brown finished off. Sabinaya was there as well, and finally UCLA able to put a stop to it. Field goal team coming out.
The UCLA finally got Marcus Rios back in the game. Cornerback, not exactly sure why he was out. Able to shore up some coverage and able to play the run a little more effectively that time with Marcus Rios out there able to do it on.
Sampson good from 40, good from 45 to match his career long. This from 32. And a 6-point BYU lead. UCLA's defense bends and bends and bends, but then holds them to a field goal in a 6-point game with 5:39. Back here at the Rose Bowl in a 6-point game with 5:39 to go. Bronco Mendenhall told us yesterday that when his team finally finds its identity, how will they feel? They'll feel invincible. And why wouldn't you with the way this season has gone so far? What we just saw there, that 16-play drive, I mean, it's no big deal when you consider what they've done the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, they're not afraid to play from behind. They've done it before, and it's kind of foreign territory now, playing from ahead.
Here's Devin Fuller. Tripped up at the 15. We're huddled up with college football experts in live web chats all season long. New guest every week. The Edward Jones College Football Huddle on FoxSports.com. Bronco Mendenhall is a guest this week. So now Josh Rosen, who was 5 for 15 with 3 interceptions in the first half, has been sharper in the second. Through his first touchdown of the day on the last drive, he's got it down 6. They get him in with a quick throw to the outside from Payton, who works forward and stays on his feet and pushes. Close to a first down. 9 yards on first down for Jordan Payton. Second down and 1.
It used to be illegal to be able to push forward a ball carrier like that with your own teammate. The bad end on that in a game before. Yeah. Now it's allowed.
Push. Perkins has a first down to the 35-yard line. We work inside of 5 minutes in this top 20 matchup at the Rose Bowl.
UCLA playing fast, staying the same formation. 3 wide receivers at the top of the screen, one-on-one down low.
It's a comfortable amount of time where you've got your full offense at your disposal.
Yeah, I mean, again, and you've got all your timeouts, so there's no need to panic, no need to be desperate with your play calling here, at least not at this point. If anything, you just keep looking to get positive gains.
Perkins out, Starks in, pressure coming from the top. They run away from it. Starks gashes it. Nate Starks inside the 40. 31 yards and UCLA first down.
Charles, first action last week versus UNLV. Very productive runner, has great vision. You saw it right there.
It's him again. Beautiful turnaround to Pua. Touchdown and goal, UCLA.
They've exposed a weakness in the BYU defense. They've got 3 wide receivers up top. In order to cover all of them, they're going to be 1 short on that side. Almost only changing the formation out, flipping it.
Starks again. Tackle made by Longin. He's the only thing that could have kept Starks from a touchdown. 2nd and goal.
BYU defense is looking a bit tired. They've been substituting, obviously, more here in the second half, but in particular in the 4th quarter. Trying to get some fresh legs and bodies in there.
Starks. BYU doesn't know what hit him. It was Nate Starks. It's a tie game.
Starks is just going to come off the edge of the line of scrimmage. We talked about BYU blitzing and then opening up running lanes, and right there, Starks just falls the left side of his line. Connor McDermott, Kenny Lacey, and finds the hole.
And Fairbairn's extra point gives UCLA its first lead of the night. Nate Starks on this drive, 4 carries for 60 yards. He was out there to give Perkins some rest. Instead, he becomes the story late in this game. The number 10 Bruins out in front. Enter Tanner Mangum, other side of the break.
After this game, on our show, Fox Sports Live, all your college highlights, Ole Miss putting Bama on the ropes, Stanford hanging 41 on USC.
And Matt Lottard stops by to help us sort through the Buckeye QB situation. Now, back to the finish of this one. Joe Brady.
All right, guys, and boy, we got a good one here. Nate Starks with a touchdown run to put UCLA in front for the first time. Naka brings it out of the end zone. And down at the 15-yard line. Well, here we are again, 3:18 left to go, and BYU down a point. Familiar territory. Game 1, it was Mangum off of the bench, replacing Hill and finding Matthews as time expired to win at 33-28. Then last week on 4th down and 7, he launched one that Juergens pulled in from 35 yards in a 35-24 final. Here he is again at a stage that he loves. Throwing sideline and pulled in. Juergens for a gain of 20 to the 35.
And these BYU wide receivers know that if they're not open initially in the route, to keep working, Tanner Mangum will find them. He's so effective scrambling around. Joe, you mentioned it. These are the moments he really thrives in and loves to be at the helm for.
Said it's always been the case for as long as he can remember. Sideline again. Matthews for a first down to the 45. He's got the look of a guy that has been there before and enjoys these moments.
Invincible, fearless. Those are the ways that Bronco Mendenhall wants this team to play. That's how they're playing right now. Mitch Matthews, no fear. Creates some separation at the top of the route from Denzel Fisher. Again, really tough to be able to cover a guy of that size.
The 44. Mangum scan of the field. Tucks it. And goes down with a gain of 1. Tack McKinley will get credit for the stop, and it's 2nd down and 9.
The offensive line for BYU providing all sorts of time. UCLA not being able to get a pass rush. Well, eventually Tanner Mangum's going to hurt you. He's either going to scramble out for a big player, he's going to find someone downfield.
He was sacked 3 times in the first half, only once during the second. 2nd and 9, draw play. Hine spins his way free for a first down.
zone coverage. You got two guys responsible for the deep half, and everyone else underneath is playing a soft zone. That creates all sorts of running lanes for BYU right now. Hine taking advantage.
In UCLA territory now with a first down from the 45. Mangum throws one that was knocked down, and I think he's lucky that it was because Moreau, back in the game, was waiting on that toss.
Yeah, in this two-shell coverage, Moreau's going to reroute the outside wide receiver, and he's looking at Mitchell Juergens coming right at him. He might have been able to step in front of that ball for the interception. Partly what UCLA's been missing in their pass coverage in the second half with Moreau out for the majority of the second half.
Here's Carter. Excellent open field tackle by Saba Inai. Make that Jayon Brown. And it's third down coming up for BYU with a minute and a half left.
You know they're going to be running something around the sticks, being 3rd and 8. Let's see if BYU works the middle of the field, their matchup on Mitchell Juergens. Or possibly out.
Mangum throws on the move and incomplete. Is the magic running out? 4th down and 7.
Tanner Mangum trying to fit it in that hole in the zone coverage on the sideline. Devin Blackman ran more upfield, though, thinking he was going to get a throw over the top.
Mangum rolling, throwing, picked off. Miles Jack slides to the turf.
We talked about Miles Jack earlier in the broadcast, essentially being a nickelback, and he's the man to be able to step in front of Mitchell Juergens as Mangum scrambles outside the pocket. Jayon Brown being able to get in the face of Mangum. Didn't really have much time to get a clear look and see Jack undercutting the route.
Boy, that at first looked a lot like the 4th down and 7 touchdown throw to beat Boise State, rolling to his right.
And what comes into play here is BYU using their timeouts earlier in the half, now really hurting them in this situation, only having one on the board. Nothing they can do to stop the clock. Really only once. And really UCLA can run it out.
UCLA needs another player. They only have 10. Jordan Payton goes out there to finish off the victory formation. Rosen takes it in. And BYU uses that final timeout. BYU had taken a 10-point lead in this game. That drive where they converted 4 third downs, they had to settle for a field goal. So it was only a 6-point lead after that. Rosen and UCLA go down the field to take the lead, and they're 52 seconds from remaining perfect.
And I think anyone who's watched this game can tell you, both these teams are legitimate in their rankings. BYU has been tested on the road, played outstanding tonight. Just couldn't come up with enough plays in the end. Credit the resiliency of UCLA coming back on offense and responding, but also the defense not really allowing those big plays that BYU's been so effective with in the first 2 weeks of the season.
And Jim Mora shouting out there, seeing things getting chippy and making sure that nothing happens here that's going to make it any chippier than it already is. For the 4th consecutive season, UCLA will start 3-0. That's all 4 years under Jim Mora. The officials will step in there, make sure that this is all clean. That is the final play of this game. somehow UCLA will win it 24-23. As Mora and Mangum have a moment as the clock runs out. We'll be right back here to Pasadena in just a moment. But right now, we get you to Fox Sports Live.
And welcome to Fox Sports Live. I'm Dan Matsky. Busy day in college football. We'll have all the best highlights and drama from the gridiron.
A couple of huge upsets, USC and Bama. One of the wildest touchdowns you'll ever see. For more on UCLA and BYU, though, back to the guys who called it, Joe Davis and Brady Quinn.
All right, guys, so Josh Rosen still unbeaten as a collegiate starter, 24-23. They come from behind to beat BYU, who falls to 2-1 in the season, and take their first lead of the game in the closing minutes. As we welcome you back inside with Brady Quinn, Joe Davis, that was pretty fun.
Quite the game. I mean, really back and forth in the end there in the fourth quarter. But again, UCLA being resilient enough to come back from their mistakes, Josh Rosen in particular, but how about that running game? Paul Perkins, a career night for him. Nate Starks coming in as well, having a huge impact.
Yeah, let's go down to Chris Button, who is with Paul Perkins.
Well, Paul, when the offense wasn't there that first half and you're seeing Josh Rosen struggle, how were you able to lift this team on your back in the second half?
I mean, the running backs have to be the stronghold of this team. I mean, Josh struggled, but that's why we're a great team. We have other positions and other players to make up the slack.
You know what this BYU team has done in the past, the last two games, with the magic they provided. What can you say about the way your defense held up?
Oh, man, I mean, they definitely showed that they're a top defense in the nation, man. I mean, but much credit to BYU. They had a great game. They have great players in the offense. I commend them.
Finally, this is the first time that you guys have faced adversity like this season. What'd you learn about your team tonight?
I mean, we've definitely matured. We've definitely come a long way since our first year here. And, I mean, just a bravo to those guys. They had a great game. So.
I appreciate the time. Good job out there. Joe, back to you guys.
All right, so Paul Perkins and the Bruins are now 3-0. His running mate, and Nate Starks, helps bring us a Dr. Pepper one-of-a-kind plays of the game. He came in for Perkins and exploded on that game-winning drive, finishing it off with a touchdown run.
Averaging almost 12 yards a carry, UCLA found a weakness, and BYU's defense on that final drive and utilized it multiple times, playing at a blazing fast pace. Nate Starks with a vision and toughness to get in the end zone.
Those are the one-of-a-kind Dr. Pepper plays of the game. And UCLA is now 3-0. You feel for BYU that falls to 2-1, but you get enough close games like this, eventually you figure things tend to even out. Let's talk UCLA, though, in big picture moving forward. This is a team with playoff aspirations. How do you feel about where they stand going into the conference schedule next week?
I mean, look, at some point, Josh Rosen was going to have a true freshman game, meaning he was going to make mistakes. And I think if you told Jim Moore they'd be able to come away with a win after him throwing 3 interceptions, he'd be extremely happy with that result. So I think it fares well for where this team's at. They showed early on they can be very effective in the passing game when they provide Rosen with the opportunity for protection. And now, tonight, they really showed what type of team they can be, coming back from behind, but really doing it, running the football, and playing very stout defense after a bunch of injuries, too. We saw mixing in and out throughout the course of the game.
It was a game that BYU led the entire way until those final few minutes where Starks punched it in, and they obviously have been on the other end of this place already with that 2-0 start with the Hail Marys each of the first 2 weeks.